And the importance of this last seal is marked by a silence throughout heaven. Now, as we've learned through the Bible, there's many different ways God will use to communicate something to us. And especially in Revelation, we see lots of signs, allegories, reminders, echoes back to things that we find in the Old Testament. That happens a lot. There's many different ways that we can communicate. And words, of course, are the most obvious one and the one that we use most often. Words either in their spoken form or in their written form. But there's also other ways in between words that we can use to communicate. And one of actually the most effective ways of communicating is silence. Now, I was supposed to go for a minute. I had it in my notes, but I couldn't do it. That was like 10 seconds. But we were all like frozen, like, yes, what is he going to say? So that was 10 seconds. I was going to try to go for a minute. I couldn't do it because you all were freaking out, and I was freaking out too. That was like 10 seconds of silence. Could you imagine 30 minutes of silence in heaven? And as we were reading before, there was a lot of noise going on. There's a lot of worship. There was all this amazing things going on. So could you imagine how breathtaking that was to John and those in heaven to have 30 minutes of silence? That's a huge break. That's a huge weight, and that's a huge way to communicate, hey, something extremely important is about to happen.